Welcome everyone to the CCL halftime show and the playoffs. I am Kyle Fergusson, and I am joined today by Rutzou, a flex player for Diamond Hands. Welcome to you, Rutzou.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure to be here.
It's nice to talk to you. You have been on quite the journey recently, joining up with Diamond Hands from Oxygen Esports. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved in Heroes in the first place, though.
Yeah, that's a bit long history. Kind of just played it for fun in the beginning, as everyone per usual did. But I was playing competitive in another game called Rocket League. And sometimes when I got bored of that, I had friends playing Hearth, and I just eventually got better and better. And I kind of got bored of Rocket League, so I decided to put more time into Hearth, which is at that time where like Hearth, the esports scene, HTC, all that kind of died like half a year after I wanted to put all my time into it. So that's a bit unlucky, but still happy that I made the choice, because I do enjoy playing Hearth. So that's how I got in there. Yeah.
You got involved in quite a few smaller tournaments and then was picked up in the very first CCL season. How did that happen?
Yeah, so as I said, things started slowly building up more and more. Like you get to try out for a few good teams and notice you're playing better. Yeah, so it was just, the so-called pro scene at that time died. So there's a bit more slots for me to come up, and I got the tryouts for a few teams, and it was, I guess I just performed well, so I just started getting better and better the more I played. Most EU people now know me, and also I assume the NA people, since I've been most of the CCL now. So yeah, that's how it came to.
So tell me the story of how you entered Diamond Hands, because week one of you joining them, you bring out a Probius, and you get out your Zarya, you play a lot of Medivh and other kind of off heroes. And then all of a sudden last weekend, you are carry number one, the double support Cassia, the gray main. How did that happen?
So it was a bit difficult with a play style. We didn't have a lot of time to figure out what a perfect fit was for a team, since I'm not normally the hyper carry player, but that doesn't so mean that I don't know how to play it, because I played obviously all the DPS heroes, but Fancy is not so much comfort in that role. Plus, he also role swap from off lane, so it was a bit wonky first week 1 and 2, but as we got more scrims in, we figured out a playstyle more and how we could work around me and Fancy's hero pool, because there was a bit of the issue with the hero pools. Because I was like, well, I played these funky heroes before, and it worked out really great. So, you still need. It's not a one-man show. It have to be all collided well together and synergize. So yeah.
I think that's really the impressive story of it, is that you came in that week 5 area and built that trust that we saw in week 7 with that hyper carry, and transitioned over into that role from the Li Ming kind of side of things.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like, the team trust you all must have for those absolutely insane games we saw last weekend, now 2 weekends ago, versus Chili Mountain.
Yeah, so I'm still not fully confident being hyper carry, because obviously I'm playing with high ping as the only one on my team.
Wow.
So it's a lot of pressure if you misstep a few times, or if you make any steps in general. So it's a lot of pressure that's on you, but it worked out the times we did it. So I mean, why not rock with it, right? So yeah, but for sure, it's a bit. It can be a bit what do you call it? Nerve-wracking if you haven't done it for a bit. Because normally I'm the guy that like helps out the hyper carry or whatever with my funky picks at those times. But yeah, that's how it came. So yeah.
That is absolutely insane. You were weaving out of trouble on Cassia in particular on the Gardenshire game, rolling out of trouble repeatedly on the Greymane, and you did that all with the ping. Well done. That was awesome. Honestly, that last series was my favorite of the whole season so far. Everyone needs to go watch that again. And coming up, there is a chance for it to happen again, but let's hear your predictions on it. We don't know, the audience knows, you and I don't know who you're about to battle in your round. So first up, it's going to be Simplicity versus Granite Gaming. Who do you think is going to take that one?
Simplicity versus Granite Gaming? It's kind of tough. Because, I mean, how do I say nice? Granite Gaming, they were all like stars back then, but I don't know how serious they're taken now or how much time they put in, but they're not doing that great as they used to do. And Simplicity, Simplicity haven't had a good season, but they kind of made some roster changes and they looked a lot better than they did in the start. So between Granite and Simplicity, I can see either one take it since, you never know if the old pros take their shit together and I don't know, pull out some stuff. So yeah.
And then we go on to Storm and Chili Mountain. So who do you think's going to make it up to fight Diamond Hands?
So I think, either Simplicity, Granite. I can see either one win it there. And then I think for sure Storm will win against either one of those two. And then Storm and Chili Mountain, I think Chili Mountain would win. I think they had an off day on the day we played them. In general, they're a really great team because they played together for a long time. Even though they all have high ping, they know each other's play style. They played for a while. They dominate the EO scene. So I think in the end, Chili Mountain will win over Storm. And then, between us and Chili Mountain, we will see if we can do the same as we did last time, or if they've done some preparation this time. So yeah.
Absolutely thrilling games. Looking forward to that hopeful reality and more 35-minute games if possible. As we come to a close here, any shout outs you'd like to make?
Yeah, I want to shout out my team for giving me the opportunity to play with them. Really thrilled about that. I really wanted to play, so I'm happy someone finally DM'd me and saw, hey, you should be playing instead of sitting on bench. So yeah, that's awesome. And also shout out to the Hearth Oxygen for giving me a home while I kind of were looking for other options to being in a starting roster. So yeah.
Everyone, stick around and enjoy that game to come.